Hello guys, Stela Camera Girl is here, and in today's video I'm going to show you this one and another lens. So this is the famous Panasonic G 25mm 1.7. So here 25mm 1.7. I've tested a little bit, or only inside, only just a bit yesterday, because I got not much time, but I'm planning to test it. So I got these two lenses from a good friend of mine who blended these two lenses to me just to test, and I'm going to do that for you guys. So this one is a Zuiko. It's a 12 to 60 millimeters, 2.8 4.0. This is a not macro 4/3 lens, it's a 4/3 lens, as I understood correctly. Looks like this. This is a adapter to macro 4/3. The lens itself, I'll show you in a second. The lens itself, it is very heavy. Like it, I have to weight it, but it is very heavy. Like, just believe me. It's so heavy, and it seems to be plastic and rubber. Here is rubber. Both sides, but I guess for many elements inside, which are made from glass, it is heavy. Olympus Digital. This lens is an old lens. It's a kind of a professional lens. Olympus Zuiko Digital 12 to 60, 2.8 4.0, 72 millimeter the diameter of the filter. Well, we have more here. SWD, if you can see here, supersonic wave drive, it said. So I'm going to test it in a few days. When I got more time, and I'm going to show you the samples done with the lens, with this lens and with another one. I can tell you that I already done few shots inside, just few shots, not much, and it looks pretty interesting, the image, like very interesting, I would say. But it is heavy and it is bulky. It's very big, as you can see. Like, of course, this is a zoom lens 12 to 60, and this is only if only 25 millimeters. But still, for me, as I'm opting for light lenses, light everything, like, you know, the camera and the lens, so this one, I really don't think that I'm gonna need such a lens for most of my work. Maybe it will be good for some works, of course, because the focal length, it's interesting. 12 to 60, it's interesting, and as I said, it looks pretty artistic, but I have to test more in order to see the difference and everything, like how the lens performs. I could say that the autofocus is very slow. It is slow and it is a little bit dumb, because it is quirky, like, you know, it's doing like this, like you know, it's very, it's kind of a dumb autofocus, maybe because of the adapter, I don't know, but it's an electronic adapter. micro, made in China. However, I don't think that the autofocus it's to be tested again more, but from I already saw, I don't think that the autofocus is good for work, for a fast workflow. Like, we need a fast workflow when we go to shoot. Whatever you shoot, it doesn't matter. You shoot for YouTube, you shoot for yourself, you shoot for clients. You need fast autofocus. You need fast everything, you know, like good quality and fast workflow. And this one is not for autofocus to be used as an autofocus. It can be used only as a manual. It's smooth, but it is a very it's noisy, as you can see. However, it depends what you shooting for, and if the noise will be captured or not. Like, it's voiceover, it's whatever it is, you know, it really depends of your work. However, it's noisy and you have to know this, but maybe not all the lenses are like this. This one was pretty much used in I guess in many different conditions, because I know that my friend is working in the film industry and he's shooting like a lot. He's shooting movies, he's shooting commercials for television, and yeah, and I guess this lens was very exploded for work. Now he shoots on different types of lenses and cameras, yeah, and this one is not used so much. However, this is the first opinion, and this I would like to show you in this video shots, change the lenses and shoot with this lens, so you can see how it performs. I can tell you already that it's not a perfect lens, it's not an everyday lens. An everyday lens for me, I accentuate it, for me personally, for my needs, is this one. This is the perfect lens that I found for myself. Whatever other can say, for my exigences, for what I found everyday work, the Zuiko 14 to 42 millimeters 3.5 5.6 is a gem for me. It is a gem. I'm not going to change it. It will be mostly attached to my camera, and I'm going to use this one because I like it. I will show you now some shots done with this, and they film it with this, but this is for special occasion and mostly for shooting somebody else. To shoot YouTube on this lens, I have to shoot at least 2-3 videos for YouTube and see how it performs on the DL. But from what I've already seen, the autofocus on 1.7 is not fast enough, it's not good enough even with this lens. So I'm going to close the diaphragm to 3.5. 3.5 also to 4.0, because let's see, this is Zuiko. If I'm going to shoot myself now on 25 millimeters, okay, so now I'm on 25 millimeters with the Zuiko. So as you can see, it's focusing very well. This is why I love this lens, because of the fast autofocus, and I can rely on the autofocus if there is enough light on the scene that I'm shooting. This lens is focusing very fast. compares with others too. So on this lens is 4.3, on 25 millimeters 4.3. On this one we will compare in a minute to see, but I guess it's 4.0. The aperture, I will put it to see the difference compared with this one 4.3. I will put it 4.3 to be fair, let's say. And you will see the difference. Right now I'm shooting in Full HD 25p. ISO it's 800, only natural light. So this is 25 millimeters on the Zuiko 14 to 42 millimeters, and it looks like this. Yeah. So let's see how it looks on this lens. 25 millimeters again. So guys, right now I'm filming on a Lumix G 1.7, 25 millimeters 1.7, but the diaphragm right now is 3.5 actually. So I'm going to close the diaphragm to 4.0, to 4, sorry, so 4.0, this one is 4.0 and 4.5. This is 4.5 on the Lumix 25 millimeters 1.7. So ISO is 800, Full HD 25p, 4.5 the diaphragm. If I'm going to open the diaphragm, first of all I have to close the ISO, and we're going to open the diaphragm to 1.7. So this is 1.7, the diaphragm. As you can see, the autofocus is not so fast, and I can already tell you that it's pretty damp in many situations. It's not so fast, but it's fast enough, I would say. However, it cannot be compared with this lens, with the Zuiko. Okay, so it focuses. I have somehow to close my face in order to focus on objects. Somehow like this, it's coming back to my face. So this is the Zuiko. So come on. Okay, this is the Zuiko lens, and this is the 25 millimeters from Panasonic Lumix, Panasonic G 1.7. You can see the difference on your own, how it looks. The sharpness of this lens is pretty good. I like it. The colors are pretty good, like are natural as they are, and they are pretty saturated, I would say. The picture profile right now is natural on the camera, and as you can see, the background is pretty blurry on the 1.7. Yeah. So this is the point with this lens, that you get blurred background and a wider aperture, so you can use it in a low light. However, I can tell you that you have to struggle a bit in low light to be focused, to be in focus, or you can use it with the manual focus. I didn't try to use it with manual focus, this lens, but yeah, I guess you can do it. And we will switch to this one. I thought that maybe I can show you why not right away how it performs. and how it is the image, yeah, the image itself, how it looks. For a second, I will switch to a black and white on this lens, on the Panasonic 25mm. So same diaphragm on black and white, dynamic monochrome, so you can see. So as you already know from my previous videos, dynamic monochrome is my favorite black and white picture profile. So I absolutely love the black and white from this camera, and this is how it looks on the 25mm 1.7. We're going to switch to this lens now and see it, okay? So guys, as you can see, the focus is not really responding on the huge lens. Right now we are on a Olympus Zuiko 12 to 60mm, and I guess I have to switch to the manual focus. I will show you the 60mm. I guess I have to be very far away. Yeah, it's too far. 50. Let's do it on 25, and it's not working. So okay, so in order to make the autofocus work, you have to pre-focus before you press the button, or even when it's recording. Otherwise it will not keep you in focus. As you can see, I'm on 25mm right now, 3.4 the diaphragm. Let's open it. Oh, okay, so I cannot open because it should be 2.8. It's only on the, and as you can see, it's not focusing itself. So for video, it's not good, and especially for filming yourself, because it's not tracking you. The camera is tracking me, and it does a good job, but it's the camera, but the lens itself does not work. So as you can see, this is the image from this lens. I've added some ISO to this, so I have 500 ISO right now, and we got just a little bit of blurred background. Yeah, same picture profile natural and 25p full HD 25p. This is how it looks. And let's switch to monochrome. Do you hear the autofocus? It's really noisy. Like, it's noisy, and it's very like. So this is the monochrome with the Panasonic Zuiko 12 to 60mm. I want to put it on manually. So let's see. This is the manual the manual focus, and working with the manual is pretty well, I would say. Like, it's commodo, it's handy. Compared with other lenses, this one is pretty nice. Right now it's on manual focus, and it looks like this. Yeah, I am on 25mm, 3.4 the aperture, monochrome, and this is natural picture profile, so yeah. You just see it for yourself how good this lens is. I would say pretty nice. It's good. This one is a 50 millimeters, almost 49. So this is a 50 millimeters. It's already 100 on full frame, let's say, and this is 60 millimeters. This is 60 millimeters. Looks like this. Of course, it's to be done more tests, to do test outside and in different circumstances, in order to understand how it really works, but you already can have an idea of how this lens performs and how it looks. Yeah, so it's pretty nice, I would say. However, 50, 12 to 42. So far, this lens 12 to 42 rest my favorite lens. This is my favorite lens because of few reasons. It's lightweight. It is very lightweight. 100 gram or 90 gram, it's nothing. It is small. This is open. How you work with it when it's open, and this is how it looks when the lens is closed inside your camera bag. And third reason, it's versatile. It has 12 to 42 millimeters, and it is what I need for everyday work, for YouTube and for many other works. It is perfect for me. Other reason that I like it, the autofocus, it's amazing on this lens, and only after testing these other lenses I can understand that from the lens the autofocus from the lens matters. So this one paired with the Panasonic G80, it's a perfect combo for many cases. Yeah, if I forgot something I will add later, but what I want to add, it is about the aperture. I already said in some previous videos of mine that I love to shoot on close aperture. I've shooted a lot on open aperture, and I like it relatively. I don't like it all the time, every time, to use a wide open aperture, and I find it a little bit disturbing, let's say, because for me a good photography, it's not about the blurred background, it's about the subject that you photograph, subject, object, whatever it is, environment, and it's about to show the environment. So I love to show in my photos not only the subject, but the environment of that subject which is photographed or shot in video. The reason I wanted this lens to try or maybe to buy, it is because it is interesting as the image, the picture quality, and because of the amount of light that's going through the lens. So in low light situation you can use the lens. If you do not have many lights, you can use this lens. This is the reason. It's not the reason of the blurred background. No, because I almost do not like blurred background in many cases. As I said, I do not like blurred background. It is good because in some cases you really need to blur that background in order to not to have in focus other people that will distract you from the video that you're shooting. So I had some previous videos that with a very closed aperture, and the foreground and background was everything in focus, and there was people who are walking in the background and a little bit disturbing the image. But in other cases I do not really use the blurred background. Only in this type of cases I would say blurred background it's okay for me, and then I would use it for this kind of cases, you know. For the rest, only close aperture and on the 4/3 starting with 3.5. This is my last word for this video. I found this lens to be the perfect lens for my uses, and it should be there attached all the time on my camera and not change it, because I just want to show you how my camera looks, how it's huge. It's like very big with this lens, and to carry this lens around like all the day, or maybe not all the day, it's not that nice, I would say. So come back to my beautiful lens and use it all the time. This was for today. Just wanted to show you some footages from big lens and smaller lens, but different lens. And this I like it. I like it much. It's very light. It's a good quality. It's fixed. And this one I like it too, but again I have to test it more in order to say my verdict, let's say my last word about this lens. Should I keep it or should I give it, as I can say, because I want to buy the 25mm, and I was looking for a lens as a Panasonic kit lens, 12 to 60 or 14 to 60, 12 to 60, the Panasonic 3.5 5.6, the kit lens. I wanted that lens, and I found this just for tests from my friend, so we will see how it performs. But I still thinking about the Panasonic Lumix 12 to 60mm as a lens that I would like to have in my lens garage and use it for my works, not for YouTube. It's clearly not a YouTube lens. It can be on 12 millimeters, it can be, but I need it for other works, for documentaries. It can be a good lens, but I have this and I may not need that one. This was the last on this video. See you next time with more shots. I will go outside and shoot when I have time with these lenses, portraits and videos and other types, in order to show you really good work and understand that how the lenses perform. And I will make another video about the works done with it. See you next time, and shoot on macro four thirds. No, just kidding. Shoot whatever you want, whatever you like. Just use your cameras and shoot good photos and videos. See you next time. Bye bye.